You tell me when we started, Georgie. Oh, this show has started. Look at this. This is very professional opening here. I ask Georgie when we started. He tells me we started, and you hear. We're still on the air here. How many episodes have we done? Who knows? We're still here giving you the podcast alakis, the greatest and most genius podcast in all of the globe and in history. Because in history, there's never been a Greek podcast. There hasn't been. So who started it? The trendsetter, Mr. Panos. I'm here. What a day we have. I've been going to have to put Yaya, who's she's my mother. She's Georgie's grandmother. We have to put her in the home. So this is a situation where we have to put her in the home. We can't keep her in the house anymore. She's 416 years old. We can't take care of Yaya anymore, so we're going to look at these homes. Let me tell you something. These old people houses is a very fun place to be. I don't understand why people don't want to go. This is a flaw we have in human nature, where people would rather stay in the situation that they know, as opposed to trying something new. You have to in life try something new. You cannot fear the unknown because you like what you know more, even if this is painful. This is called the Stockholm Syndrome. This is Stockholm Syndrome, the Swedish. When you get used to being kidnapped, you would prefer to stay with the kidnapper than to try to go to freedom. This is a real flaw we have in human nature. Because let me tell you something. These places where they have the old people is very nice. Very nice places to hang out. These old people, they're playing poker with each other. They're having sex with each other. This is like a college. This is like going back to college. Except college for people who's about to die. So there's only one semester. You only have to complete one course. And you don't have to worry about the grades or the future. Imagine you went to college and you didn't have the stress of what I'm going to do with my life. This is how great the old folks people's home is. You get the whole college experience with now having to worry about school. You don't have to worry about the future. There's no reason to be upset or unhappy when you're an old person. Most people is upset when they're old because they're hanging out with young people. This is not normal to hang out with the young people. Young people can stay awake. How come if you 80 years old person, you don't want to be around 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds. They're staying awake. You want to sleep. You want to talk 3 words and then sleep. You're talking and then you sleep. So you want to be around other people who you can have a conversation where they say 3 words and they sleep. And then you say 3 words and you put him to sleep. You want to be around the same people. Just the way Greek people want to be around Greek people. Black people wants to be around black people. Teenage people want to be around teenage people. You know, the certain breeds of dogs like Chihuahua only likes other Chihuahuas. Old people should only be with old people so they can have a good time. What you going to do? Hang out with the 27-year-old person who's going to have Chinese food and you don't have any teeth, so you need to have applesauce and the milk and this is your dinner. You forget to put the teeth in, so you have to drink the dinner through a straw. You need to be with somebody else who's drinking through a straw. So nobody's grossed out. You even. You both sitting there, you shit your pants, you wearing diapers, and you both eating applesauce. Even, baby. You attracted to him, he's attracted to you. The girl, the guy, attract him. Me. Because your husband's dead. If you're like my mother, she's 460 years old. Her husband's been dead for 200 years. It's time to meet somebody new, yeah? Time to go and meet somebody new. Go have a date over bingo. You playing the bingo and you see him sitting across the room. and he shits his pants in his diaper. And you smell it, but it doesn't bother you because you also shit your pants. Because you're 116 years old. This is what happens. You shit your pants. How nice it is to shit your pants and be wearing a diaper. This is fun. When you're a baby, you have no cares in the world. You shit your pants because you have a diaper. And this is what happens. When your parents taking you to see colleges, they take you to the campus, they take you to the college. Just know, one day, you're going to be taking them, just the opposite, to see the new college for old people. And you saw them. And they're not going to want to go just like you didn't want to go. They're going to be scared. Oh, this is change. I don't want to leave home. Let me tell you something, old people. Go. This is a college for old people. There's one thing I give credit to Jewish people. Jewish people go. They don't stay. They go. 72 years old, they finish. They say, New York is too, I don't want to have to deal with the weather here. No more winter. Boom. Florida. Greeks also go to Greece. But you go to Greece, you live in the village. This is a problem. If you're a Greek and you 80 and you finish with your restaurant, your business, you save the money, you go buy a mansion in your village you from, in Sparty or wherever you from, you go live in the village, this is a problem. Because this village has 300 people, 11 months of the year. In August, you have maybe 14 million people because the tourists come and all the people from the village from all over the world come in there. But for 11 months of the year, you live in there, you have 300 people. There's no hospital. Okay? If something happens to you and you're 80 years old, you're going to die on a rock. You're dying. That's it. They make you walk out and you finish like a Native American. Sorry, yeah, we can't help you. There's no helicopter. There's one village helicopter, and the rich person who gave us this helicopter for the village, he's using it to go have dinner in Athena. He's in Athens, eating dolmades, and you dying on a rock. So, don't go to Greece when you're Greek. Go to the Jews. Go hang with the Jews. Go play the mahjong, the board games. Have a date with no teeth in. Watch movies. Have art class. Become a baby again. Enjoy it. This is my genius advice to the people who's aging. Don't be scared. This is college. Go enjoy your life. Now, this experience I'm having right now, I'm looking at these places. These is nice places. They're very nice. Occasionally, somebody would just die right here. But this is how it happens. This is part of the process. When you're there, right in the middle, bingo, boom, they lose one. But when one drops, another one comes in. So you always meeting new people. Some people you don't like, you have a problem, don't worry. You're not going to have to see their face for too long. Everybody's in the 80s, the 90s. They're dying. It's a good place to be. So enjoy it. Enjoy your life. What else can I tell you? This is a very interesting story that I just read today, Yorgi. Listen to this. Climate change is playing havoc with olive oil. And the farmers, they say that this is having an impact on the olives. This is how you know maybe we're at the end of the world here. Because if we don't have olives, everybody's going to die. The heat wave swept across southern Europe this summer. Scientists say bore the fingerprints of the human-induced climate change in the latest bout of strange weather to befall the makers of olive oil. You're just impressed I can read such good English. How come I have such good English? Because I'm a genius. Look at these people here. Look at these Italian olive oil makers here. They're picking the olives. And they're saying that the olive fly breeds like crazy, leaving worms inside the olives because the weather's too warm. So the olives is dying. This is a delicate balance we have in this planet. Very delicate. And now we have too many people. There's too many people living on this planet here. And so we're out of balance. We have too many people just in China. China has 14 billion people. There's too many people. You can't have as many people as you have ants. The only people who could invade China is ants. You can't have an army coming invade China. You don't have enough people. You have to put the robots inside the ants to grow the ants into human-sized ant warrior people. This is the only way to defeat the Chinese. Because they have 1 billion. Too many people. This is inevitable destruction of this planet. You have to have balance. This is the perfect balance. Is like in the people is living too long now. This is the problem. They're living too long. They live too long. This is a real problem. This is a problem with healthcare. Because you have to pay for somebody to stay alive for till 100,000 years. And the more the medicine gets advanced, the more people's going to stay because you don't want to see daddy go. Or your mommy go. But you have to let them go. They had the time. This is, it should be okay to, in the village I'm from in Crete, we just take one of the revolvers and we shoot the people in the head when they get too old. When we have an animal who has a sickness and you don't want to watch him suffer. And we learned this because the hospital is so far from the village where we know if you sprain your ankle, there's nothing we can do. And we have to take the pistol and put you out your misery. But they keep the balance. Because the stupid people, they die. Because they sprain the ankle. They're weak. So we lose them. This is how we keep the village strong. And we have lost this in the world. In these big cities here, you have the stupid morons living to be 400 years old. And this is why the healthcare has a problem. Because you have so many people who's still alive. We need the disease. We need the big disease. I'm sorry. We have to create the disease. It has to be created. And you have to let some people go. There's too many people. Have you been in the traffic? There's no place to go. And we don't have enough food if we're losing the olives and we don't have the bees, we don't have honey. We don't have olive oil. So you have no Greek salad and then you have no baklava, which is made with honey. The bees and the olives. Once the Greek food goes, the planet is finished. Finished. Without the salad and without the honey for the baklava. So, this is a horrible story. But anyway, my wife, she's been a real problem lately. She leaves all the drawers open in the house. She has a real big problem. She opens a cabinet and she leaves the cabinet open. So what happens? I'm walking to get the coffee in the morning, I smack my head right into the cabinet. Because she can't close anything. She leaves a half open. She goes to get the spoon, she leaves a half open. Like she's inviting the spoon. She doesn't want to close the door in case the spoons want to come into the house. In case they want to jump out of the drawer and start walking around the house, she has to leave everything open. She's scared to close anything. So she leaves the closet doors open. Everything's open. All the time. So the other day she's... and this is like an obstacle course in the house. I'm banging my head into things. Because half the time my eyes is closed. I know this is my house. I don't need to have my eyes open to walk. I know where everything is. Except now this door's open, it's punching me in the face. Have you ever been punched in the face by furniture? It's wood, it hurts. She's a moron, Maria. Please close the drawers. I would rather tell the world this and then call you on the phone to speak to you. Anyway. Also, she says she's watching the TV the other day. She's watching the TV. And she was watching the food, the cooking channel. The cooking channel. She likes to watch the show. To watch the cooking. How this became a channel. The cooking channel. What's next? The plumbing channel? So now we just have channels for people who's working to watch them working? We're going to have a plumber channel. What happened? Oh, we made a contest where the one plumber has to come. How fast he's going to get the shit out of the toilet? He did it in 15 seconds, and this one did it in 22 seconds. And then they have judges whose plumber is saying, you know, you didn't show enough ass crack when you was bent over trying to fix the toilet. So you lose. How we have a hot channel for food. This is how fat American people. We have become a big circle people here in America. Big boys. That's right. Give me double cheeseburger, baby. And then after I finish with the double cheeseburger, let me go home and watch a cheeseburger on TV. The cheeseburger has become the biggest movie star in the United States. Who's a bigger star than the cheeseburger? George Clooney? He's not famous as a cheeseburger. Americans love their fried food. Let me see Kentucky Fried Chicken. Let me watch a food show where the chicken is the star and then the commercial comes on. Chicken. Everything is food. You're watching the show about the chicken and then the commercial is selling you chicken. You can't escape the food. This is how Americans are so fat. Have you ever been to Pennsylvania? Have you ever been outside anywhere besides New York City where you can move without a car? You don't need a car in New York, you walk around. You go anywhere in this country, you think that there's many planets have landed on the Earth and is moving around because you have satellites moving. Like the song from Dave Matthews, satellites everywhere, satellite everywhere. You tell these people, please do not go to the roof because you could cause a solar eclipse here. You're the moon. You're the full moon. Circle people. These fat people, they have the scooters too. They can't move. They're handicapped because they're watching the cooking channel. How much food you want, people? How this happen? Next, we're going to have the bus driver channel. What's he do? He's driving the bus. Oh no, but what happened? Somebody says something racist behind him, so he has to swerve. Somebody pulls a knife out. This is a great show. This is what has happened to the brains of the people here. They want the lowest entertainment value. They don't have a great Greek plays like they used to have. With the Medea about the woman who's evil. Every play basically is about an evil woman. Because this is what happened. Eve ate the apple, and a woman is evil. And the man is good. And this is how you keep the interest in life. She's trying to manipulate you. You're trying to keep the manipulation away from your face. And this is every story. Now, you put on the E channel. This is what these evil women is watching. They're watching the E channel. And they say, oh, don't discriminate. We're very smart like the men. Wait, really? Really? How come you watching the E channel? Are you not watching the E channel? Who's watching? The Kardashians. Those Armenian prostitutes. Who's watching these Armenian prostitutes? The men who watching this show? This is all women watching these Armenian prostitutes on the television. So you have a food channel for the cheeseburgers, the star of the movie. Who's starring? Starring the cheeseburger. And the co-star, hot dog. And then who's the background players? Potato chips, French fries. And then you turn the channel, who's on there? Armenian prostitutes. This is what has happened in this culture here. And they just made $150 million, Yorgi, stay on the TV. To stay on the TV. Now they have to see what happened because they have a whole different story now. Because Khloe Kardashian, she's dating another black basketball player. So we have a whole new storyline. Same storyline. What happened? What are they going to do? They pretend to fight? They pretend to have problems. They have no problems. Their father's a millionaire. He gets murderers off from murder. His father was the lawyer for O.J. Simpson. And they gave him a television show for his girls. For his girls, who's Armenian prostitutes, having sex for the TV. And this is how they got famous. And now you're making $150 million. And you're not even as important as one nurse. Look at these faces here. Look. First of all, the one on the right here, the big one, the big girl. Where's the finger go here, Yorgi? How's the finger? How I put the finger in? Jesus, hold on. This one. This big one right here. This big one. This O.J. Simpson's, this is his daughter. He has sex with his best friend's wife and made this one because she don't look like the other ones. This one's half Maverick. She's black. Look at her. She straightens the hair like Jennifer Aniston. But this is a black girl right here. This is why she likes the black basketball players. She's black. She's black. She's O.J. Simpson's daughter. She doesn't look anything like the other ones. Look at the other ones. They all look the same. And then look at right here, the big girl. She built like a running back here. Look at her, Ronda Rousey, UFC fighter. She look like a taekwondo fighting machine. She built like a brick shit house. This is O.J. Simpson's daughter. Look at the proud mommy here, so proud of the daughters with the sex tapes. How many of them have making the sex tapes here? How many? 3? This one's dating the Kanye. She's dating the show is about a woman who's dating celebrity black people. How many episodes you make? This should be the show. Hello, this is my pussy. I'm giving to him. Give me $1 million. Raw credits. We crying. We laughing. Here's a pussy. Finish. How many episodes you going to do? It's the same show every time. Jesus Christ. And then the husband, he became a woman. Bruce Jenner. He's now the Caitlyn Jenner, the creature thing. So now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 Kardashians. They keep making the Kardashians. $150 million for another season to say, hello, I'm crying in the car. And now I have to call Tristan Thompson. Here's my new Lamar Odom. Hey, baby, how you doing? Where's you coming home with a big penis? Because I have a problem. What's my problem? I don't know what happened to the eyeliner. It was in the drawer, and I don't know what happened. And then the chef who comes to the house to make them food, she's 10 minutes late. So I have a big problem. When you going to come have sex with the big penis? Okay, end of episode. Next on the Kardashians, that's the same thing. We put in the asses in the Instagram, and this is we're going to model the Pepsi commercial. This moron, one of them made the Pepsi commercial. You remember this Pepsi commercial where they're trying to make money off of social causes? And she comes with the Pepsi. Oh yeah, the cops are shooting people. These people is so out of their mind. They don't have reality. They live in another place. There's the earth here and then the Kardashians. They don't go to church. They don't have family values. They have no rules. They're like hyenas. It's like watching the Nature Channel and watching hyenas running everywhere, eating, taking whatever they want to eat. They're stealing from the lion. They go, they hunt. These is people's basically eating other people while they're still alive like a hyena. These are a pack of hyenas. They should put this on National Geographic, not the E-Channel. Hyenas. So she makes a commercial where the police is shooting the people, and she goes, hey, no, don't shoot the people, have a Pepsi. Get diabetes instead because they gave me $40 million to say have a Pepsi to cool down, baby. The devil loves these people because he's bought all the souls. Look at the Pepsi. Here she is. Chill out. Hey, Mr. Officer, don't be killing the black people because he's my sister's boyfriend. So don't kill him. Don't be killing our boyfriends here. So take the Pepsi. Take a Pepsi. Here you go. Open. See, it makes you want to do piss. When you have a Pepsi. When you have a diabetes drink. Makes you not want to kill black people. Thank you, Pepsi. You're more powerful than Martin Luther King. You don't need Martin Luther King. You don't need social justice when you just have a fucking Pepsi. This is what the Kardashians is put into the universe to the people. And this is America. And they wonder why they have Donald Trump as president. The next president is going to be somebody who's good at the internet. Somebody who's a reality show star. Next president could be Kardashian. Could be Caitlyn Jenner. Could be The Rock. There's no way we go back to a normal president after Donald Trump. You don't go Donald Trump back to a lawyer, somebody who went to law school, who was a senator for 20 years, who knows the government. You don't go back to that. The seal has been broken. We want to hear about grabbing the pussies. We want to hear about Rocket Man. We don't want to go. We want, and this is entertainment. Everything is entertainment right now. Except this show. This is not supposed to be entertainment. This class is in session. I should make you pay tuition to sit here to listen to this genius I'm dropping to you. I'm doing you a favor here. So, $150 million to the Kardashians. And how much a nurse gets paid in this country? How much? Have you ever been to the hospital? Who's a real hero? Who's a real hero on this planet? Go to the hospital. See what these nurses is doing. Because even the doctor, he does nothing. Look at this. Look at this here. The RN, this is the head nurse. The head nurse, right, Georgie? The RN. She's making $79,000. This is what she makes for cleaning the shit out of somebody's asshole. Cleaning it. Taking his penis out. Putting it here so he can pee. Putting him, scrubbing him down. Cleaning him. Giving him the medicine. Making sure he's comfortable. Taking care of the patients 24 hours a day. Keeping people alive. The most important people. Your loved ones. You have someone in the family who's sick. Who's taking care of this person? Nurse. She gets the head nurse gets $79,000. How much a Kardashian gets to start the world peace with a can of Pepsi? $150 million. To have sex with Tristan Thompson. $150 million. This is the problem. We have got away from the values. The most important peoples on this planet is the people you need the most in the times of crisis. Not the people you are fascinated by watching the most when nothing is a problem. Now, everybody likes to look at the car crash. We have become one society that has created the gridlock, the rubbernecking, because there's a crash on the side of the highway. Call the Kardashians. Call the cooking channel where we're watching food. And everybody is looking at the blazing car over here and throwing money because he can't help it. We like to see crazy people. And then we don't notice that everybody has become crazy because we've been watching the crazy people. And then the next thing you know, the President of the United States is a crazy person from the TV. Because you've been watching him giving so much money to these crazy people that now he comes back to rule you. And it's so because he's always on TV. This is why he's crazy. He has the American disease of look at me. Look at me. I'm Diamond Dickhead. I shit the gold nugget. Every commercial. Hey, look at me. I'm Diamond Dickhead and I'm shitting the gold nugget. Because it's America, where we value the gold nugget. And if you can shit the gold nugget, you're a celebrity. What's the gold nugget? Making people watch you so you can sell the gold nugget. Whatever it may be, 18 to 35 demographic. It's the most coveted demographic for the gold nugget. So they want these young eyeballs to watch. And how they get the young eyeballs? With a car crash. Young people love a car crash. Because they have immature brains. They're not genius. They're small people. So they like the car crash. They like sex. The penis is getting hard in math class. So show them the Armenian prostitutes. And this is how you ended up with a reality show in Washington, D.C. The Apprentice, D.C. edition. So, in conclusion, it's all over, baby. This is the last podcast on the planet. We have no more olives. We have no more honeybees. And old people don't want to go to the old folks' home so they can be happy. Listen, go to the old folks' home. Don't stay with your family. You're making your family lives miserable. They don't get paid to change your diaper, to worry if you're still breathing when you cough. Go let the nurse do that because she's a hero and deserves more money. Because we're still young and we have things to do. And you're 95. Fucking die already. Jesus Christ. How long are you going to live? Greek people's body is so strong that they live past the brain. The brain has been dead since it was 75. But the body, the Greek body keeps going. Like a chicken with his head cut off. Anyway, till next time, thank you for listening to the podcast Alakis, the Greek podcast with the genius, Mr. Panos. We see you next week, baby. Stay Greek out there, people.